Our first presenter for the day is a professional bouncer. Has a lot of experience they're going to share with us and hopefully enlighten us into the ins and outs of protecting a club. Everyone, welcome Jaxon Bigbug.
Yeah, give it up. A lot of you know a legend just entered the building. Yeah. Okay. So Dr. Teacher, reached out to us, brought us here to make a club for everything now today. I'm pretty excited about it. I bet the chat's pretty excited too. Now, the first thing you need for a club is security. You need a bouncer. If that's the first thing you see, okay? So I am pretty much the best guy in the gig. I've bounced, every club up and down Hollywood, Vine, Hillhurst. I've done them all, okay? So I was the guy. I'm the expert that you call when you need to know about bouncing. So today, I'm gonna teach you. If I'm gonna name the head of security of the Everything Now Club. At the end of this, whoever absorbs my teachings the best, it's gonna be great. I got a badge for you. It's gonna be good. All right. So, securing your club with Jaxon Bigbug. That's me. Yeah. You'd be afraid to run into Jaxon if you were trying to enter a club establishment? Yeah. I would think so. But I bet you're wondering, who is Jaxon Bigbug? And yeah, I will say, of course, there's two massive elephants in the room right now. First, Jaxon Bigbug's not my real name, okay? I had a mentor in my bouncer career. His name was Threat McKnife, and he told me that it's important to kind of bump up your name, make it a little more scary, a little more dangerous. So my name was originally Jaxon Alhambra. I changed the spelling of Jaxon, and then I made the last name something that I'm very scared of. I do not like big bugs, and thus became Jaxon Bigbug.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Was Threat McKnife, did he change his name as well, you think? Or do you think that...
Oh, yeah. He changed his last name to McKnife.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Threat...
That was God-given.
Okay. I'm satisfied. I'm ready to move on.
You need anything else?
That's enough for me.
Huh?
Oh, gosh.
Huh?
No.
Just a little preview. Okay. Okay. So let's continue on with the old slideshow. The other elephant in the room, of course, is maybe I'm not quite what you expect for a bouncer. Got little twiggy legs, little skeleton arms. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. I'm not a big muscle man. And don't worry, we'll get into it, because that has caused me to develop my own take on bouncing. All right? If you'll keep going, the Bigbug technique. Threats, physical activity, all that's going to work if you're big and strong. But if you think about it, punching someone out, pushing someone out of the room, even talking them down, that's only going to leave them mad, embarrassed, sad. It'll maybe de-escalate the situation, but it's not going away, okay? Now, if you'll go to the next slide, how can you completely obliterate the problem? Remove it from their minds completely? Well, let me tell you. Confusion. That is the great equalizer. The tabula rasa, it erases everything on the mind. Confusion will stop you in your tracks and end the problem right then and there. All right. So experience number one. The way I'm going to teach you this is I'm just going to take experiences from my own career, things I've gone through, and run you through them like scenarios. And we're going to collaboratively decide how to handle these situations. And whoever kind of catches on the best is going to be the Everything Now Club bouncer at the end of the day. So, and just so you know, like I said, I've bounced about every club this side of Hollywood and Vine, so some famous faces might appear in the stories. I don't know. So number one, emotional customer. that's a typical situation you deal with. So setting the scene, this was at a club I serviced a while back. It's called Club No Ball. And of course, it's one of those artsy joints where all the portraits on the wall are just pictures of sports people, but the ball is taken out, and they're all, all around. And there's little videos of games playing, but there's no ball, and it's in black and white. And when the crowd cheers, it's just wind chime noises. One of those kind of clubs. So anyway, here he is. Here's the man of the hour, Michael Caine. All right. Michael Caine breezes into Club No Ball with his posse of 90-year-old women, and he's just, you can tell he's already having a bad day because he's got that look on his face, that Michael Caine, like, and we had to tell him that he couldn't pay for his drinks just in pearls, so that got him really mad too. Yes, yeah, he's all mad like a tangerine. Yeah, I see you what a disaster. So we're telling him he can't pay for his drinks in pearls like he wants. He's already mad. He gets a few drinks in, and he finds out from someone that the Dark Knight from the Dark Knight is not Albert. Or was that his name? Alfred.
No, I think it was Albert.
Yeah, it might have been
Albert, the cleaning person, right?
Yeah.
From Dark
that sounds
Knight.
right.
His character, I don't know, I'm not a big Hollywood guy, I just bounce him, So he finds out that the Dark Knight is actually probably Batman and not Albert. And he just goes off the rails. Now he's throwing things, now he's crying, he's making a mess, he's making a scene. So, what do? Do you take him outside? What do you do? Talk him down? There's all these glass flying everywhere. What do you do? And I will let you determine what you would do, but since this is the first example, this time, I'm gonna tell you what I did. What I did was I took a grape out of my cheek that had already been in there, I put it in an envelope addressed to the man who has everything but this, and then I gave it to him.
And then what? How did he respond to that?
Well, I'll tell you. He was so confused and uncomfortable with all of that, especially the fact that the grape seemingly had been in there already, that he stopped crying, he left the bar, and he went immediately home.
Oh, that's very impressive.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so now that you know what I did, I'm going to give you a chance to go back in time, try to be me. I'm going to be Michael Caine, and you guys tell me what you would do, and I'm going to see who comes up with some good stuff. All right, so I guess I'll just do my best, Michael Caine. I'm so mad. I was in the Dark Knight, and now I'm not anymore. Come on, guys. Okay. So I'm Michael. Here, I'll come closer so you can feel the pressure. I'm gonna throw things.
Chat. He's gonna throw things, chat.
You have to confuse them, chat.
Chat, you gotta confuse him.
If you don't do something, I'm gonna throw things.
Try to confuse him, chat.
A tangerine.
Chat, think about something that would puzzle
Of
him.
a tangerine.
What would confuse Michael Caine?
I am about to just jump off my rocket, and you guys can do stuff too if you want. Ow.
What a disaster thing. We should tickle him while singing the ABCs. That's a pretty good idea.
Alright, so that's happening to you.
Okay, I'm being tickled and I'm hearing the ABCs. Now that's confusing.
A-B-C-D-E-F-G H-I-J-K-L-M-N-O-P Q-R-S-T-U-V W-X-Y-N-Z.
Now I know
For
my
Michael Caine.
ABCs.
Pretty good. But Michael Caine, he's rallying. He's still going. I'm
Chat, he's
gonna-
back.
Chat, we need to confuse him further.
Do something.
I'm gonna freak out.
Oh gosh.
Uh-oh,
I'm gonna
chat.
freak out.
Michael Caine.
I'm gonna not be in the next Kingsman movie.
No, I don't say that.
I want him to be in the next Kingsman movie so badly.
Zigaro says, I would take a knife, and cut a hole in my shirt at my belly button, draw a face on my shirt with Sharpie, and perform ventriloquism on him, singing the Baby Shark song.
That's pretty good. We should try it.
We could
Okay.
do that.
Baby shark doo doo doo
What?
doo
I'm like,
doo
okay.
doo.
I'm
Baby
just
shark
wrong.
doo 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 doo
What?
doo.
What's
Baby shark
happening?
doo 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 doo
Okay,
doo
come
doo.
in.
Baby shark.
the zeitgeist.
I got it.
Mama shark doo doo
What?
doo doo doo.
I got it.
Mama
This
shark
one
doo
didn't
doo
make
doo
it to
doo
me.
doo.
I got it.
No,
Mama
I
shark
just
doo
don't
doo
know
doo.
what this song is.
Wow, I think great job. I think it worked.
Good idea.
Ziggurat, great
What?
suggestion. We really confused him.
That was really good. That was truly. Once Michael Caine realized that there was ventriloquism, a popular zeitgeisty kid song, and there was drawing on the stomach, those are different. That all fed into something just so beautiful. Such disparate elements coming together to create something truly unexpected.
And
Well done.
thanks for that follow, whoever just followed
Thanks for
us.
the follow. Hello.
Thank
All
you.
right, let's move right along to situation number 2 because you guys are crushing this. So far, Ziggurat's in the lead, okay? Experience number 2. Yeah, breaking up a fight. This is a classic. So this was just one rogue person. Now it's going to be more than one. And to set the scene, this happened only a few years ago in one of those pop-up bars. This was the Goonies house pop-up bar. And it is the house from, it's supposed to look like the house from the Goonies. Not any part when they go on the adventure. Before they go anywhere exciting. And not even upstairs when they go in the attic and they find it. It's just the living room.
Yeah, beach house.
Just the living room of the Goonies.
Right, that
where
makes
there's
sense.
pretty much nothing happening in there.
Nice house.
That's what the bar was supposed to look like. Oh, and so here, see if you can guess. I'm gonna let you I'm gonna string you along a little bit with these ones. So in this situation, the perpetrators of the fight were, let me give you some clues with these slides. Keep it going. Classic celebrity pair. They go together pretty much in our minds. They
Zach and
name-
Cody. Is it Zach and Cody?
Oh.
The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Seinfeld and Kramer?
they're
Seinfeld and Kramer?
Bill and Ted.
Okay, all good guesses. They're always pretty much inseparable. Chad, if you have any ideas.
Pinky
And
of the brain.
They even look alike, so let's let.
Thelma and Louise.
Anybody have any ideas before we move on and reveal who it was?
Kevin James and Jerry Stiller.
Anybody? Huh? Well, okay, I guess I'll reveal it. It's, of course, Adam Sandler and Tim Gunn.
Wow.
Wow, that was my
Yeah.
next guess.
I was just about to guess that.
Can you believe that I got to see those two going at
Thank
it? All right. So we got Adam Sandler and Tim Gunn. That's the people. They walk in. They're having a great time. Another night on the town for the boys, Adam and Tim, just punching each other on the arm, looking great. Crisp suit, big floppy baseball tee. Tim's enjoying his water on the rocks. Adam Sandler's got his dirty martini with his olives diced, like you do.
Adam Sandler loves diced olives.
Yeah, diced and
I love a
sprinkled
diced
in.
olive.
Is there still like a toothpick, or does it just mix into the bottom and you kind of stir it?
The fun of it is kind of using the toothpick to stir around the diced olives.
Okay.
Have you never seen a Sandler martini before? I guess you guys aren't in the hottest clubs in town.
No,
All right.
not.
So anyway, so they're having fun, but they're starting to get a few drinks in. You know what happens then? Even though they agree on most things, one thing on which they differ is the Electoral College.
Oh, don't we all?
And it comes up, and now, it's an all-out brawl town. So, what do you do? Okay? And this time I'll let you go first, and then I'll tell you what I did. But let's imagine that I'm Tim Gunn. Adam, don't do my suit. You're crushing my suit, but I have to fight you because the Electoral College should be abolished. And Adam Sandler was like, oh no, I love the Electoral College. No. Okay, you guys getting this? You guys getting this? Oh, who's up there? Broad Street? Okay. Someone will represent them today. But you see the scene, okay? We're in the house from the Goonies. The music is bumping. We've got Sandler and Gunn going at it. What can you do to make them forget about their fundamental difference on how we should elect the nation's highest office? Alright? What do we got? And you guys can throw out stuff too. We getting a lag on the stream? Is that what's happening? I'll just keep fighting in the meantime. You should change your socks as well as the electoral college.
I think Adam Sandler would be doing that joke voice he does, where he goes like, I'm a bit, you know that thing he does? A little
That's
bit.
pretty close.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're getting closer.
Do you know do you know the Thanksgiving song?
I don't really watch the Hollywood things. I just see the
But
guys.
do you know the Thanksgiving song?
I know the Hanukkah song.
Okay, that would be
one.
the similar
He's like,
tone.
Put on your Hanukkah. Celebrate Hanukkah.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyway, we're getting some
Supposed to do.
suggestions, maybe. Oh, I live in Brazil. Have we determined that there's a lag or no? We good? All right. So Tim Gunn's like, one person, one vote is the only way to have a true democracy. Honestly, that would make it work. And then Adam Sandler's like, the rural states won't get represented if we don't have an electoral college.
Much better.
Thank you.
That's very close. What if we
Designer.
confuse them by listing Adam Sandler's IMDb credits in reverse order?
That's
From most recent back?
I guess so.
that's pretty.
Oh,
you
God.
know,
Do you count 100% Fresh, its new Netflix special?
It's
as an
on IMDb.
It's definitely on
That's
IMDb.
That's the name of the special.
It's 100% Fresh. It's the
all right,
name
no,
of the
that's
special.
pretty good. That's pretty good, but I think that'll mostly confuse Tim Gunn over here. 'Cause he's
That's
like,
right. I guess
What's
Adam-
happening? What's
confused Tim
happening?
Gunn.
But Adam Sandler's just like, yeah, that's my stuff.
Yeah, Uncut
I'm
Gems
hearing
comes out next
people
month.
he walks around all day and people are going 100% fresh, 8 crazy nights,
50
you know?
states.
51st
So
Spanglish.
some maybe
Oh, yeah, I forgot
something
about
a little
Spanglish.
bit.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, Rocky's nailing it in the chat, but that's good. You kind of got them off their rhythm and all that. They're spinning. But
Grown Ups 1 and 2.
That's my
Or I
boy.
guess two and
That's
then
my
one.
boy would get in there at some point.
they're like
The
at this
Water
point
Boy?
they're like,
Oh, that's my boy.
Oh, right. That's a good one.
how do you know all these credits? Oh wait, what
Jack
are
and
they
Jill?
doing? What are they
Yeah.
doing?
Oh, yeah, Jack and Jill.
Jack
that
and
was
Jill.
cool.
Okay.
Can't forget Jack and Jill.
Yeah, I like that one.
He's both parts.
This is great, guys. But maybe we need to add one more element in here to really drive it home because they're confused. They're looking
Okay.
around. They're like,
The Longest Yard?
The longest yard.
That was a good one.
no, not a movie, not another movie,
One movie. Okay.
another tactic.
Oh, Saturday Night Live. That's not a
No,
movie. He was
that's-
in Saturday Night
It's a
Live.
TV show.
That's a television program.
All right, guys. We're hearing Adam Sandler. Okay, here we go. Rocky says treat Adam like he's Ben Stiller.
Oh,
that's a good tactic.
Okay.
So-
So talk about his movies.
So Adam Sandler's like trying to fight. He's like, oh, we gotta do what the founders originally intended with the Constitution. Tim, come on.
Get out of here with that blue steel.
Wait, what? That's not me.
Yeah, get
Wait,
out.
are you talking to him? Because that's not a reference. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
Duplex.
Wait,
Duplex.
why are you saying that to
And
me?
Cable Guy,
I'm
too.
Adam
Cable
Sandler.
Guy and
Why are you
Duplex.
saying that?
meet the
Do you know who
Flockers.
we are? Don't you
Zoolander
know who we
2.
are?
Zoolander 2.
Oh,
Along
come on,
with
Tim,
Polly?
let's get out of here.
The
Come on,
second.
let's go. Yeah, I'm out of here. Make it work.
I think it was Along Came Polly.
Oh, is this a club made for ants? Yep. That would be right. Yep.
Really
Okay.
good job. That was great. We
Good
got
job, you guys. Oh, I left the door open. Rule number 1 of being a bouncer, don't just leave the door open. Good job, guys. You see how it worked a little bit when you were working off Adam Sandler's own movies. It was a little bit confusing, but to really confuse, you want to go a few degrees away from anything that the subject has to do with, because that'll really just, it's like seeing a new color, okay?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. So we have one more scenario. Oh, and just so you know what I did. In this case, I stood up on the bar and got everyone to start chanting 4 more days while I was waving a wet flag.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's really impressive.
And they were like, for what? And for who? And what country?
What month was it?
It was July.
Okay. I could see the vague political connection.
Yeah.
that kinda makes
now
sense.
That
I
now
can
that you
sorta
say that,
understand.
but it was July, like 12.
Okay.
Anyway.
So okay. I could see a scenario in which it's 4 more days of July 4th. 4 more days of July 4th, and now you're
No.
campaigning for a 3rd extension.
Right, but
Do you
that
understand
would
what
take
I'm
a
saying?
little bit of a leap of the imagination.
I don't know if I understand.
But I see what you're saying.
I
Maybe I could have gone even more random, but just, that just proves that was early on in my career. I got better at having no ties to any conceivable reality or understandable justification later in my career.
One of Disaster says, like Brexit, but for July 4th, and I think that's
I think
exactly
so.
what I'm
It's
going
sort of
for.
like delaying
That's exactly
July
what I
4th
mean,
and
really.
delaying
It's like
July
that.
4th.
Yeah,
Is that what we're
that's
talking about?
exactly
And then I'm Theresa May, just like.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if I'm saying 4 more delays, then I'm the people. Anyway.
Maybe like Boris Johnson.
Yeah, I
maybe,
feel like
but
a
I don't
Boris
know.
Johnson figure.
Super well. But
Yeah.
That's my guess.
But that's okay, guys. So let's go to situation number 3. Now that we're moving and grooving, the front line. We kind of went from inside out here. This is kind of the holy grail for bouncing. Is that front line where you're deciding who comes in and who does not. Okay. So setting the scene, we're at the bar Inside Street, which of course is a bar where you come in and then you walk inside and it looks exactly like the street you just were on, is the kind of the whole gimmick. So you just see the
So
same
the
street.
inside appears to be like the outside?
Yeah, you walk in and you're on the street. And you gotta be careful at that
Feels like
bar.
walking into a mirror almost, right?
Yeah, and you gotta be careful with that bar because there's no like dressed waiters or anything. You just kind of, there's like people dressed like pedestrians, and you kind of just gotta pay attention if someone's holding your drink and walks by and throws it in a trash can, and you gotta go get it.
Is there like a door on the inside of the club that appears to be the entrance to the club as if it were the outside of the club, sort of creating a a never-ending mirror sort of situation where
Like an infinity loop?
since the outside
Yeah.
of the club or the inside of the club is an exact recreation of the outside of the club, then there would be a door to the inside of the club on the inside of the club that is a record. Do you see what I'm saying?
I think so you're saying once you open the door to the club, you can see all the way.
You can see the
through.
door. Yeah, you can see the door.
Well, the door to the club on the inside is not open.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So it's just a street with the door closed, and then you close the door behind you and you look and you're like, it just looks like the what was behind you, and you know what I mean?
Now I'm starting to
But if you
understand.
did open both doors,
What a disaster is a good question, which is there bathrooms?
the street, baby.
Oh, so yeah, that was his follow-up, was are people shitting in the streets?
Yeah, it seems like people really
Yeah.
are shitting in the streets.
Is this
Which makes a bit of sense.
Yeah, and during the holidays, it's all themed. You get a lot more water pooling by the side of the curb.
Is it cash or do they take card at this?
Oh, they take
That's a
card.
great
They're
question.
not.
That's a great
But there's no
question.
They're
waiters,
like
so
behind in the.
do you just slide it into the
Well,
wall?
there are waiters.
They're just not
I'm
dressed
saying
like
they're not.
waiters.
They don't look
Yeah,
to
got
be
it.
waiters. All right, let's move on to the scenario here. So we're at Inside Street, and oh fuck, oh shit, oh damn, the scourge of all Hollywood club security, Jane Goodall. Ay ay ay.
Christ.
There's an
The-
event. So
the
the way
gorilla
this,
woman?
So the way this was going when I was bouncing was there was an event that night that was exclusively for background extras that were on Glee. Okay, but Jane Goodall walks in and she just thinks she can strut on into anywhere she wants to be. Yeah, of course it's Jane friggin' Goodall. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. Keep those slides going. Keep those slides going. For those of you who've never been a Hollywood bouncer, Jane Goodall's a fucking nightmare, okay? She knows how to play mind games. Anything you throw at her, she thinks the rules don't apply. You're like, you can't come in here, and she's like, well, a monkey would just walk in. And you're like, what? And she just plays these freaking mind games, and you can't escape. Yeah, boo, boo. Wow, yeah, the Glee extras. It was a big to-do because in every single freaking episode of Glee, there's like 80 kids in the background going. And then there's the piano guy that's like, I already knew the song. I knew it already. It's like ridiculous. Anyway, so she thinks the rules don't apply. So how can you get this loose fucking cannon of a woman to shove off? Well, personally, I started responding to everything she said with the exact text of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban in a very conversational tone and refused to address it until she cried and walked away. So, what would you guys do? Huh?
So we need some suggestions for the chat for something that we could use to
And
confuse.
can you demonstrate what Jane
Jane
was
Goodall.
doing at the can you create
Oh,
a
yes,
scenario?
of course. I'm coming in. No, I'm coming. Oh,
Are
no,
you sure,
I'm coming
Miss
in.
Goodall? It's a bunch of teenagers who dance. Do you sure you want to come in, Miss Goodall?
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking sure I want to go in.
That's a good suggestion from What It Is After. He's saying that we should talk to the chimp that she brought, like the chimp with Jane Goodall, and maybe also do a dance-off with the chimp. That's a good suggestion for us.
Yeah, I'm coming into the Glee
Alright,
extra party.
Mrs. Goodall, you can come, but that monkey that's carrying you on its shoulder has to wait out here.
No, this is the monkey.
Right, so
I'm
Mr. Goodall, we're
Jane
happy to
Goodall.
have you, but if you could just get off that monkey's neck.
No,
if
this
you could
is-
just stop.
I want to party with the
Yes,
people
and
from
Miss-
Glee.
Miss
Miss
Goodall, you
we
need to be
wanna let
wearing
you in,
clothes.
but you need to be wearing clothes.
You can't be naked in the club.
clothes monkey that you're with
I do
can't
have
come.
clothes on. Just stop talking to my chimp as if it was me.
Does he want a carrot or a corn?
I just
cob
want to
or
see all the
something?
people in the background of the television show Glee. I want to know
And
if
this
you know
is a
anything
dance-off.
about Naya Rivera.
Well, now it's a dance-off, and I'm dancing against you, the
Oh,
chimp
I'm
who
not
is also
moving.
Jane Goodall.
I'm not moving.
Yes, you are.
I'm
Your
a
monkey's
fucking
not.
Jane Goodall.
It's a dance competition now, sweetheart.
The world has no claim on me. I'm wild.
Chad, Jane Goodall is holding out strong here, Chad.
Chad.
We need to bring in the big guns.
Guys,
Chad, you
you
need
guys
to
gotta
say
bring in
something.
Jane
I'm gonna
Goodall does
stop her.
not want to go
Now, to be
away.
fair, that suggestion was fucking great. She is confused. But you gotta
She's-
come in there with the...
She's wobbly. She needs a kill shot here.
ruining the club.
Finish her.
What are we gonna do?
Finish her.
Give her something that'll send her
Okay,
out the door, Chad.
okay.
Chad, we gotta finish her
I'm
here.
getting very angry.
Everybody else is starting
I
to
might
leave the
just-
club.
I might just scurry up a wall.
Glee teens are finding an after party. We gotta hurry it up here, Chad.
I'm on the ceiling now. What do you do? What do you do? I'm Jane Goodall and I'm...
Ask her about the appetizers and then make a fake vomit noise after every response. Okay.
Thanks, Ron. Keep forth
So,
up. 742.
Jane, if you could just, before we get into the monkey that's carrying you on its shoulders, could you just tell me a little bit about the appetizers?
You're
happening?
asking me about the appetizers.
Yeah, if you
I
could let us know.
I don't know anything about the appetizers.
Just like, did you see anything on the menu?
Well, I always get some sort of wings.
Well, Ziggurat is saying, because I'm already wearing a suit with one of those CIA-looking earpieces, I would pretend I received a message and then inform Jane Goodall that as a former UN messenger of peace, the UN has urgently requested her to come help them because they have contacted the planet of the apes and they are about to invade with spoons.
Okay, so Miss
Let's
Goodall.
rewind and go there.
So Miss Goodall, I just have to let you
Fucking
know
losing my
that.
mind.
Miss Goodall, I just have to let you know before we get into this monkey that's carrying you around. I'm already wearing a suit with one of those CIA-looking earpieces.
You're not.
So I received a message, and then I inform you that as a UN former messenger of peace, the UN has urgently requested that you come help us, because the planet of the apes is about to invade with spoons.
And there's still a dance-off happening.
There's still a dance-off happening.
You gotta win the dance off.
The planet of the...
The planet of the apes.
The planet of the...
Oh, she's going.
There she goes.
There she
Whoa,
goes.
we did it.
We did it.
Nice.
Really,
Great work. That was
hidden,
great
that was
work.
dicey.
Jane Goodall has, of course, revealed too much information to any monkey to ever feel comfortable with the Planet of the Apes situation happening.
Oh, because of gossip?
Because of gossip. Makes an ass out of... Never mind. Okay. So, who has proven themselves to me today? Ziggurat.
Ziggurat, yeah.
I
Ziggurat has
don't
done
know if
great.
there's even
Well done, Ziggurat.
any competition. That was nuts.
Saved us in the end, though.
I see a lot of myself in you. I don't know what you look like, but I'm willing to bet you have a wispy mustache and hair pulled back in a ponytail, or my name's not Jaxon Bigbug. Which it is. It isn't. Anyway, I got a badge for you, Ziggurat. Unless anyone feels they could challenge, I think it's pretty clear, Ziggurat.
Wow, that
You
is
are
quite
now
a... Ziggurat,
the
congratulations. You're
Security Enforcement Officer for Everything Now's new club that we're creating today. Alright? Hey, congratulations! Welcome to the club. Okay. And that's my gig. You guys learned a lot today. We escalated a lot from, if you can even remember, way back to Michael Caine, all the way to Tim Gunn and Adam Sandler, and then very end, Jane Goodall. It's been a ride. Thank you guys. Good job. That's my time.
Thank you so much to Jaxon Big Bugs. Wow, what a lesson we've learned today. Now we know how to use confusion to scare off all of our enemies.